All right. Can you hear the sound now? Sorry, guys. Forgot to hit the live button. All right. Hope everybody's doing all right. Let me know if you can hear the sound. Dan. All right. So hopefully you're doing all right. Welcome to Late Night Gun Chat. We're restarting this over. Dan. There we go. I have it played on my phone so I can hear the sound. There you go. No, I do not have music going. Like, all right. I can hear it on my phone. There. There we go. There we go. I have it. Okay. So there we go. Tactical fluttery. Do not put words in my mouth. I would never, ever buy a Taurus Judge. And anybody who does is absolutely freaking retarded. Okay. There you heard it from me. You heard it from me. Okay. Yep. That's right. You heard it. Them's fighting words. I don't care. Smith & Wesson Governor's a better gun anyway. So, yep. There we go. I do not know what happened on that first stream, other than I saw all of your comments saying I like SST bullets. No, I don't like super smashed up tips. All right. And I don't like ELDX. So there it is. So, Dan O'Neill, that must be your dream. SST's out of a Judge. There you go. Nah, he purchased a Mosin Vud. I would actually like to have a good Mosin, but there we go. Yeah, sometimes everything was okay with my computer. Everything, the microphone was on, all that stuff. Just needed just had to redo it. So it is what it is. So I don't know what happened there on Late Night Gun Chat on the first go around. So here we are on the second. Hope everybody's doing well. All right. So if you haven't been to one of my late night late night gun chats, then basically you ask a question and answer them. I've heard hammer bullets are pretty good, but only up close. All right. Rand Paul did good today. Yeah, I mean, Rand Paul should be president. All right. Be fun if we had to do charades. Okay. What gun is this? This is the charades. And that's a Taurus Judge. The cylinder doesn't lock. Sorry. Best Hornady made cartridge in your opinion? 6.5 PRC. Yep. Doing well in North Idaho. There we go. Doing well in North Idaho. All right. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, 6.5 PRC. I mean, I can send my 127 grain LRX at like 3,100 feet per second with the right powder. So over 3,100. So yeah, that's that. That's a good best Hornady cartridge, 6.5 PRC. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. It's a great cartridge. I mean, now the match bullets don't go all that fast and stuff, but I mean, 2910 for a 147 grain. I mean, that's going to be right in there with 270. So, and everybody knows 270 sucks. So, 270 is like 30-06 for women. So, here's what it is. Just kidding with guys. But yeah, I like the 6.5 PRC. Long bullets, loaded long. There you go. By the way, I'm in Anchorage ATM for work, bud. All right, well, you know, if I could actually afford to fight you over the Taurus Judge, I would, but you know, I can't afford that. But anyway, the good news is if it were a duel, the Taurus would it would like malfunction and like my Glock wouldn't. So yeah, it was -9 degrees in Anchorage today. It's probably -12 when I got out of the truck here. Looking into 6.5 Grindle, any opinion? Probably the second best non 5.56 cartridge out there, or 300 blackout. So I like it. Yeah, it is what it is. I wasn't on mute before, so it was like everything was supposed to be working and it wasn't. 6.5 Grindle. Yeah, I like 6.5 Grindle. I mean, for a deer hunting load, it'd be a good little deer hunting cartridge. I wouldn't be 300 yards on caribou with one, but you know, is what it is. After likely 40 years of not using my bird gun, last night I snarfed an upper and lower extractor, spring and plunger for a classic 22 gauge Ithaca Model 37 improved cylinder vent rib. Is that 20 gauge or 22 gauge? That'd be interesting. YouTube banned me from commenting for 24 hours. They did that to me on Facebook. I like the 458 SOCOM. Me too. I really like the 4. In fact, tomorrow's video is on the 458 SOCOM. Still having a little feeding issues with the Pro 2A tactical upper, but I think it's still weird. All right, but I love the 458 SOCOM, and we're gonna work on it. Get the gun 100% reliable. We got to change some buffers or something, magazines or something. It seems to do okay, and then I think it was actually the gun loosening up. Like my grip screw was coming out inside the grip just a little bit, so the safety detent pin and then the back screw that holds in the takedown pin was coming out. So it is weird. Why did they ban you? So. Ain't no fighting with the judge, man. Well, yeah, you're right. There isn't any fighting. It's going to malfunction. You're going to go click, 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 click. It's going to be a Taurus broken gun, just like those, man. But if you look at the factory stacks on how much those are sent back to the factory, terrible. They are terrible. They are like the Ford Taurus of the gun world. So they're definitely not the Toyota Camry or Corolla. Yep, 12 gauge. Best 44 mag round, hiking 44 mag round. Which 44 mag do you have? Because that determines it. Because I would go the 255 grain Buffalo Bore Keith gas check, safe for all guns. That's what I do go with. So your opinion on 458 SOCOM versus 50 Beowulf? Right now in my area, 458 SOCOM ammo can be found and 50 Beowulf cannot. So that's it. I've not really researched the 50 Beowulf enough to give an opinion other than that. I mean, they're both 10 rounds in the magazine, so that doesn't affect anything. So is what it is. South Florida checking in. Threadlock the screws, maybe. Nah, FUD 45 ACP kills us all. They banned me for saying Neil deGrasse Tyson was the smartest dumb person I've ever seen. LOL, I guess I'm hitting a nerve. Jeez, I've said way worse than that. Sure, you are correct. I'm actually excited about the Ruger version of the Judge. I will buy one when it comes out. I personally had good luck with the Taurus products. My TX22 is past 10,000 rounds. Well, yeah, the TX22 is actually a good product. All right, that's like the one good product they've come up with. All right, so yeah, ridiculous on my. It is pretty ridiculous, YouTube and stuff. I've been thinking about taking this stream over to Rumble. Y'all let me know what you think. Would you actually follow me over on Rumble or no? Just depends, what would y'all do? I mean, that's the thing. I've been thinking about taking it to Rumble, but man's got to do what a man's got to do, and I got to do what she tells me to. I mean, that's that. Yeah, Remington still run with a bunch of the lawsuits and moving. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, I don't know how they'd afford to settle that one lawsuit. That was crazy. Don't settle. You never settle that. You take that all the way to the Supreme Court. That's not a settle one ever. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I would. I just don't like Remington after that either. Rumble's notifications aren't as good as YouTube. And that's saying bad because YouTube's notifications aren't that good either. So appreciate that though. Impact of the feedback there. What do you think about 45 ACP in bear country? Only if you have to. Again, right load, right bullet, you might do the job. You want to make sure it's a hard cast bullet or a bonded full metal jacket flat nose. And that's what I used to carry when all I had were 245s. Now we'll go there, but most channels seem to drop. Yeah. If things keep going this way, gee whiz, I've been on YouTube since literally day one. I remember the basement so well. There you go. Can you recommend an aftermarket Glock barrel for my Glock 10mm? I hear mixed things about shooting cast rounds to the stock barrel. Yes. For, yes, absolutely can recommend KKM. You go KKM. Don't go anything else. KKM. Yep, KKM. So, Gun said he will get a Smith & Wesson 610 for testing. He is into 40. He has a model 4469. There you go. He is a revolver guy, though. So, how's your dagger holding up? No issues. No issues so far. All right, you're welcome to shoot it. Absolutely, KKM barrel. Freedom Group was a about cut competition and lowers quality control. Absolutely. Gotcha, that my rifle. What's up? How you, Christopher? For bear country, I'd really recommend a Smith & Wesson or Ruger 44 Magnum with a good heavy load in it. 10mm is an option if you take the time to practice with the round. You also have to practice with the 44 and stuff because it's harder to shoot that long trigger pull of a double action revolver. So my videos from YouTube go straight to Odyssey. I believe they have live stream as well. Yeah, I so do mine, but I never go over to Odyssey. So I would trust the 610 S&W with shooting keg-shaped heavy rounds versus an auto. Yeah, I can understand that. You got a PSA dagger? Yes, I did a full review video and a couple of shorts on it, so you need to go check out the actual videos, not just show up for the live stream. I want their 5.7. I actually want their 5.7 too, just because I think it'd be a cool gun to have, a fun toy. Not because I think the 5.7 is any good. I don't, but for a plinker, and for people who are bad on recoil, too recoil sensitive. There you go. Yeah, that would be awesome. If they made the AKV-10, I would be into that. So you can get ARs in 10mm, but you can't get AKs in them yet. I almost bought the 5.7 Rock, but the price of ammo stops me every time. If you live in the lower 48 where you can order it, I always post where I see it for less than $35. Again, that's still expensive, but it used to be $22 a box of 50. Now it's $35 a box of 50, $31.99 at Gun Mag Warehouse. It's on my MeWe page, guys. Go to my MeWe page. I post links of it all the time. That's the best I've seen. It's $31.99 so far. And then you got to pay shipping and God knows what. And then half of you can't, and like me, you can't order it online. So I think in my store here, I've seen $39.99. And it's one of those where I would buy the gun. And now you can build your own dagger. You can buy the slides and the frames and stuff, or not dagger, PSA Rock. So yeah, Aero Precision lowers and uppers are great, and yes, they are interchangeable with other platforms. I just built an Aero Precision and put it on upper, put a different barrel in it, and put it on a Palmetto State lower. So is what it is. So yeah, they're good. Not officially yet. It's any day now. What's up, Ghost Tactical? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you haven't subscribed to Ghost Tactical or the Gun Snob or anybody in here that does videos, Garage Guy, who else does videos in here? Joel, I guess. If you haven't, Double B, if you haven't subscribed to all these people, go subscribe to them. Okay, make sure you subscribe to them. I have no idea what the cost is for lead jacketed hollow point 485 SOCOM per box. For 458 SOCOM, it's just around $50 per box here in Anchorage. That's me being a smart ass. This stuff that I'm testing tomorrow on tomorrow's video, $89.99 a box of 20. $89.99. So to answer your question, Ghost Tactical, I'm poor. I'm poor. That's how I'm doing. Not poor, I'm broke. There's a difference. Poor is a mentality. For those who know what I'm quoting. So my content is terrible. Don't feel obligated. Okay. I don't. All right. Kind of wish CMMG made their Banshee to a regular size rifle. Yeah. I've been looking at the thing that you can turn your Glock 20 into, or Glock 19 or whatever, into a 16-inch rifle. Like you put a rifle barrel in the pistol and you put it in this bullpup stock thing, and it supposedly works pretty good. So I've been looking into that. That's something that'd be interesting. Be fun to test with the 10 millimeter. So yeah, that's good. Good for Alberta. I don't know anything about it. So yep. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all seen it. I think Trees of Blowin had it on his channel. If you haven't watched Trees of Blowin, but yeah, basically, I know the firearm guy has it. But basically, you open up the back of it, you slide your Glock in with a 16-inch barrel, and hook it up, and then put it in the front. It's not the brace thing that wraps around. It's legitimately a rifle at that point. And even if you had to legally buy a dedicated gun for it, I think I would do that. So, let me look it up here. Hold on, I'm looking this up here. Yeah, it's the Apex series from Meta Tactical, and I'll show y'all. I'll share the screen here. So, if you're not familiar with this, basically the handgun goes in here. You put a 16-inch barrel into the handgun, and each kit includes the barrel here. And you can get a different barrel devices and stuff on the threaded end of the barrel. And that's that. So you got 2A, you got this We the People edition, but basically drop-in barrel, 16-inch, 35-slot aluminum Picatinny rail. And these are supposed to be pretty decent. So I would, of course, choose my OD green. That looks good. What's that? Oh, yeah. That looks kind of good, too. The brown. I'm colorblind. And gray looks all right, too. So here's what it is. Choose your color. OD green. That's what I'm talking about right there. Choose your brand. Glock. Oh, look, they probably have it for the PSA dagger. Be interesting. Glock. Choose your model. Model 20. There you go. $5.99. It's not terrible. So it's not terrible. Not something I can afford right now, unless you guys just want to really chip in for Christmas with the Patreon link. So there you go. Not terrible. So wait, repeat that. For what caliber Glock does that apply? All of them. They have it for all of them. I went to America back when it was legal to have a TC contender that could be a pistol or rifle, depending on which grip or stock you barrel you use. There you go. I feel bad for our Canadian neighbors. Oh, they voted themselves into this stuff. I feel bad for them. It is what it is. Yeah, Murkowski's being a Democrat again. So, what do you think of Glock building an rifle? I'm intrigued, but the market is so oversaturated. I doubt it will be worth it. Yes, I'm going to buy one if available because Glock. Um, yeah, I don't know. It came out like 3 videos one day of Glock's building a rifle, and then it was all done. Like nobody said anything about it since. So I don't know. It's probably not even real. Can I get away with running hardcast 10 and a stock barrel for a limited time before upgrade? Coated hardcast, yes. It's not the hardcast itself you really have to worry about. It's the lack of chamber support. So here's what it is. Love the TC. It's good stuff. Did you see Timney release large ring Glock triggers? I did not. That would be interesting. That's a beauty. What's it called? It's the Apex conversion kit from Meta Tactical. Don't let Shoot do the install for that Glock chassis. Yeah, really. Golly. I told him he had to take out a certain thing in order to use the 6-inch barrel, and he decides to shove his 6-inch barrel into it. What's your opinion on Velo 10mm ammunition? I got a box to test, man. Other than that, I can't give you an opinion. Sorry, my 2-year-old is screaming upstairs. That's actual bullshot and the Ruger number 1. Okay. I think I paid $800 for my 10mm AR about 10 years ago. Olympic Arms, not Glock mags. Yeah, that's the issue, not Glock mags. Powder coat the hardcast and you'll be fine. Yep. Cool. It's good to know that they have some good sales right now. I still don't see how that works. I don't think I can post a link, but just look up Meta Tactical Apex. All right. Best thing I did was listen to you and go with a KKM barrel and an NDZ spring for my Glock 40. I'm telling you, it works. Why Glock would build an AR, I don't know. A blowback that would work all the time would be right up their alley, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's that. Definitely would agree with you there. So, anyway. Yep. All right. So, any suggestions on getting the 458 SOCOM to run? I got all the screws tightened back together, made sure they were really tightened, put a drop a lock tie on them. So hopefully they'll be all right. And it ran the very first 2 magazines, just ran like a charm. So I'm hoping it'll go back to that. So I just looked them up. They're nice. It was your video 4 years ago that made me buy a Glock Model 40, by the way. Cool. I know. At least you have some intelligence in guns. Not buying a Taurus freaking Judge all the time. It's the absolute worst gun to have in Alaska because you can't run the hot buffalo bore ammo through it. So, is it a carbine or full length gas tube? What are we talking about here? I picked up a P365 class. Cool. One ain't good at 22 revolver. Seriously considering the Smith & Wesson 617 and the Ruger GP100. Any thoughts on either? For a 22, I'd go the 617 because they're both going to be reliable, good guns. The 617 is just going to be a little bit lighter and it's going to have a better trigger pull. The Ruger's a nice gun. They're tanks, but they're not as smooth or as light as the Smith, in my opinion, or maybe even as accurate, but that depends on the shooter more than anything. 365 is a bit more practical for city carry than 509. Yeah, maybe. Oh, my 458 SOCOM. It is a 18 and a half inch barrel. It looks like it's a mid-length gas system. You need that out here, 458, yeah? Where's out here, Brad? Gas tube on the SOCOM. It looks like a mid-length carbon length. So, if you have an 80s built 686, then you know. So, it cycles fine. It just occasionally won't chamber the next round, like something is physically stopping it. Like the round isn't shaped right and it's hitting something in there. All right. But when it runs, when you don't have a bad shaped ground, it runs just fine. So it's not the pressure. All right. It's just man, I can't pick it up and show you. So when you try to chamber around, it won't go in all the way. It just does that consistently, and it'll do it very often when you're not trying to. So carry a GP 100. Yeah, I have a GP 100. They're great guns. Like, don't get me wrong. I like my GP 100. It's a good gun. I still wouldn't, for the 22 though. It's still not great comparatively. Sounds like a feed rinse polish job. Maybe. Yep. We might get in there and some 400 wet or dry and some polish and 4,000 wet or dry and polish them up. So that's what I was thinking too. You check the feed ramp. The feed ramp looks fine. They did take the feed ramp out, the M4 feed ramps out. Mags look fine. One of them has more rub on the other. So that's the fine there. Fail to go into battery versus fail to feed. Correct. Yeah. I thought they just released Sammy specs on the 458 SOCOM. So yep. Yeah. I was just wondering, it's a 458 SOCOM. Does it use a different buffer? I know they're magazine picky, but can you use a different buffer? Because I just threw it on a complete palmetastatic lower I had, So it is what it is. What's up, Teddy Two Guns? How you doing, buddy? The lugs are working okay. I don't see any issues with the lugs. So, I guess I could take it apart while it's off camera. I'm not handling gun and showing it on YouTube. Why would I do that? The lugs look okay. You tell me what you think. The lugs looking okay? I don't see an issue with them. Everything's clean. My 50 bail if I went to a heavy buffer. Okay. Meant for the 458, but mine's on an A2 style lower. Okay. Mine's on an M4 lower, but it's an 18.5-inch barrel. What do you got here? You got a brand recommendation? .458 SOCOM buffer and spring. Hmm. You bought yours from Midway USA. There's one here. Tromex has one. They were pretty good guns, I think. The Zastava and 5.56, the AKs. I think they were pretty good guns. I love Midway. Only thing I don't love about Midway is that big old advertisement to support the NRA at the end. David Thompson, how you doing? Good evening. So I just looked up 458 SOCOM buffer in spring. Yeah, nothing. Just this Armaspec SRS stealth recoil spring assembly AR-15 carbine. Oh, it says weight class big bore. Interesting. Okay. I might order that. That looks good, actually. So that's what I'm looking at. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, it does. $41 for H380. That's crazy. Yeah, I've been getting it for that at my local store, 41 bucks. And I figure with the hazmat shipping to Alaska, that's pretty good, reasonable, to be honest with you. So, what else are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm getting over this cough thing. So that's the one you bought. I used to remember the weight off the top of my head. All right. Hmm. Yeah, this is a carbine. Yeah, that one might be going in my going in it. So if that's the one you recommend. How you doing, Skid Mark? Is the SIG P220 Legion worth $1,100? Yes. I've seen them for a lot more than that. Wow. Yeah. I've had one issue with their customer service sometime. They sent a friend of mine a gift certificate that was supposed to go to me, and then he ordered it, and I had already paid with that gift certificate, but they sent him the gift certificate thinking it was for him. So is what it is. Somebody asked the question earlier about the new SIG. 10 millimeter, and I don't have an answer for you. So I'm missing it here. Sorry if I missed your question. Yeah, David Walcott. Thoughts on SIG X10? Been wondering if I should upgrade the 10 millimeter. Maybe looking at those CMG Banshees. Yeah, I'm sure the SIG X10 is a good gun. I just don't know. I've never shot one. I would wait until it's been out a couple of years. You know how SIG is for beta testing. So Sportsman's Guide's a good place. Yep. Weight helps to give more minimum cycle more efficient. I have a strong love with big bore AR-15s. So I built a lower for them. I've been thinking about nicking down to a 458, so come to 375. Interesting. Let me know how that goes. All right. How do you see the Ukraine war playing out at this point? I don't know. I really don't know. It seems like Russia's desperate, but that might be what they want us to believe. And that's how I feel about that, you know? So I would not hesitate to prepare for something stupid playing out, like, nuclear war or something like that. But I also think it could be over with the peace talks in a few months. Who knows? Is what it is. So, is what it is. So, anyway, hope everyone's doing that. UK is a good place to start World War III. Yeah. Wow. Get rid of presidency. Get rid of all of them. Overmolded. P-76 is just a spicy 9mm. It is. That spice helps. Cryotech, how are you? Nice to see you. Half dozen Moag AR overloaded grips for $9.99. There you go. Overmolded grips. Cool. Peace through superior firepower. That's about it. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it short tonight. My 2-year-old was screaming all night. Got to help the kids get to bed. We were late. I had a youth basketball game I was coaching. So, it is what it is. But, guys, God bless. Take care. We'll see you at the range. I hope everybody's doing well. Join my MeWe group. T-shirts in the description below. Check them out. Tomorrow's videos on the 458.com. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.